Is there anything you'd like to add about the evolution of myelofibrosis care? What are you excited about?
Well, I'm continued to be excited by the amount of attention that these rare diseases. I always make the comment, they don't feel rare to me because I see so many patients with myelofibrosis, and it's what I do. But I recognize in the context of lung cancer, breast cancer, other more common cancers, these can be forgotten diseases. But what has been encouraging is between the NIH funding, for example, our research consortium, which is really geared to translating the biology into clinical trials across the country, pharmaceutical interest, which is essential to providing drugs and finance to run trials, young investigators that are coming to the field that want to make a difference, institutions that continue to support the programs, and then foundations, whether it's MPN Research Foundation, Leukemia Lymphoma Society. It really takes a village, and we've been working with the FDA to try to better understand how to develop trials that are meaningful, that can get drugs approved into the patient. So it's a concerted effort, and I've been enthusiastic. I remain optimistic that everyone's is trying to do the same thing, achieve the same goal, and work together. And that's the only way we're going to be able to do it.
Yeah. How long does it take for the FDA to approve a drug?
Forever. It feels like forever. It's a long process, and for patients, it can be quite frustrating because there's so many steps involved. There are steps that, from just the original initial steps to allow you to introduce a drug into humans. There are IND enabling studies, so there's a lot that goes into this. And then the initial studies are safety studies. They often can take quite some time. There's a lot of scrutiny on safety, obviously, because the FDA is really charged with making sure that we do no harm, that we maintain safety for patients. So that can take a long time. And then the ultimate testing and comparison to a control arm is essential to get a drug approved. So we're looking at a timeline that can easily be a decade from the time we have a great idea and have a drug available to us to the time that we can prove that through the different stages and then demonstrate that to the FDA and negotiate what a label will look like. And that is both a time-consuming process, a very expensive process, and a laborious process, but obviously an important process.
Yes, and as you say, so many new drugs and therapies have become available in the last 10 years or more that really have advanced myelofibrosis care enormously.